Alright guys, in today's episode we're going to be putting in a short throw shifter on the Jetta. Alright, so we're going to lift up this original housing thing here and look under here. I just pried this off with a screwdriver. And it does look the same, so we're all good to go there. This is the new one I got, so we're gonna put that in. First, we gotta take off this plate that holds all this down. You can see, again, it takes one of those star heads, so we gotta find one that fits in there. That plate off, take this rubber out that holds that ball down there in place, and we're gonna clean all this up before we put it back together. Alright, now the next step you want to do is take out the ashtray, and there's a star head down there that you gotta take out. Alright, when you take this out, you gotta unplug the cigarette lighter part, and then there's a little rubber piece that sits right in that hole to hold the cable in. Look what we found behind here. Oh, what the heck. Some really old sticker. Bolts that we gotta take off to get the shifter out. Alright, now what you're gonna wanna do is take this out. And now we're this far, we have to go underneath the car and get this whole thing to drop out before we can swap in the new one. Alright, now what we gotta do, we're gonna get up behind this shield. So we gotta take off this shielding right here to get behind. And I'm gonna try to do it without taking this off, but we might have to take this off to get it out of the way, but we should have enough room at least to get in there and undo like 2 bolts to get that thing to come out. Alright, so we're gonna take off that bolt up there, and then there's one on this side, and then we're gonna try to just drop this, take this plate off without having to pull this whole thing out. So I don't want to have to undo all of that. Alright, we got that plate off. Now, there's a rubber clip up here. Try to point it out. Right up here. We have to take that out and slide this rod out, and then we should be able to pull this whole thing out of there and put the new one back in. I'm glad that we did not have to take off any of this exhaust to get to here, because that's a pain, especially since there's bolts way back there, way up there. They've been sitting on there for so long. You'd probably have to torch them out, heat them up, and I don't have a torch, so I was really hoping we didn't have to do that. Alright, now you want to do is stick this in here, but you want to get the pin that's on the bottom up on top, and the one that's on the top up below this rubber piece, and then stick that back into place. Now we gotta go hook it back up underneath. Alright, now we got that rod hooked back up like it's supposed to. Now we can put this whole thing back together and then go up top, put it back together, and it should be done. Alright, now you want to bend all these tabs out along both sides. I wouldn't worry too much about the end ones because they're hard to get at when it's under there. So you can bend this back up to where it should be. Alright, now when you go to put this back in, you want this towards reverse, because what happens is this thing goes on and it stops it, so you have to lift up to get it to go in reverse. Alright, there you have it. The short throw shifter is in. Pretty nice. I gotta get a new boot for it. This one's worn out and crappy. So, alright, so that'll do it for this episode of the Jetta. It's good news, however. Like I was saying in the first episode, whenever you do like a major install, performance install on your car, you should get it tuned. So in a couple weeks here, I am gonna go get it tuned. And so right now, this car makes like 100 and maybe 67 horsepower. When it's done being tuned, it should make a little over 200. I know that's not a whole lot, but it's a step in the right direction. All right, guys, see you next time.